Hi, hey, hello. Welcome to day 20, big day 20 days. I can't believe I've been doing this for 20 days, but yeah, very happy for the crypto market because today we are, well, I mean, we were green a second ago. We're down, but we're down from look at where we are. We're at $67,400 for Bitcoin right now, which is significant. We actually did hit that 68,000 mark yesterday. And yeah, I mean we've been up and down a little bit, but the uptrend is still going strong. We might retest it in the next couple of hours here, but overall, like since here especially, we've maintained a good price level right here. And it did stop at this Fibonacci, stopped at this Fibonacci. The next one after this, if we do manage to break this and go upwards, that's all-time high levels again, almost. All-time high is really up here, but the closest support, well, it would be resistance, sorry. Closest resistance level for Bitcoin would be 72,000, which that's pretty exciting. And there's a lot of good news that would point us towards those levels, which I will go into more detail later on. So yeah, let's talk about that. But first, let's check. I think I entered when I forget when I last traded. Would have been around the 19th. Yeah, this is closed on the 20th at midnight. So we made a trade in Cardano, looks like. I don't even remember. Oh, I do remember. And this one resulted in a loss. But there's probably a reason for that loss because I noticed something. I cheated. I went back and looked at what I was doing, but I didn't change anything, everything was still fine, they still hit its stop loss and made me lose, which is fair. I accepted the stop loss is there for a reason. I was shorting the market to be fair, and ever since the 20th, 21st was very bullish day, and today the 22nd, pretty neutral, but still overall bullish. So let's go have a look at what happened in Cardano. This was in the 5-minute chart. It looks like it was right over here, and I did change my strategy, so that definitely is a factor in play here. So this happened on the 20th, right over here. It looks like we're going down a little bit. It did indicate a downtrend for me in the 1 hour chart, which you can see right here. I'm using the super trend as the indicator, which is this red line over here. It indicates whether the trend is up or down. If it is up, we get a green line like this. If it's a downtrend, we get the red line like that. So we were obviously in a downtrend from here, although we did come up a lot during that time. This is in the 1 hour chart is what I'm focusing on to determine the trends. And I mean, it started okay. And then, yeah, a couple hours later, it just shot up in price from there. And then it did eventually come back down to here, so it would have hit my take profit. But I obviously didn't calculate that properly. Because if you go to the 5-minute chart here again, wherever my trade went, 20 right here. What had happened is I'm looking for swings, right? And I was using this, the alligator. And I don't know why I entered here, to be honest. And I will probably have to review footage from my previous stream because I wouldn't have entered unless I saw something like this happening, right? Where, well, not even that, like one, two, right here. If you see this right here, we have all three of those lines. I don't know how far I could zoom in this for you guys, but these three lines right here, let me just remove that. 1, 2, 3, they have to start pointing downwards to indicate the start of a downtrend, which means I should have entered whenever these lines started pointing all downwards, which would have been right over here, around this candle at 6:30. But I mean, this was already going down, and I entered, and I don't remember why I entered. I should not have entered if the downtrend was already on its way down, like fully down for a couple of hours in this case, because I entered at 9 p.m., 9:30. So that's not something that was supposed to happen. But then I started to think, and maybe this alligator thing is not the correct indicator to use for this scenario. because maybe it repaints is what I was thinking. Repainting means like it'll show you one thing, but after a couple minutes pass, it goes back and changes it around because these are exponential moving averages. Um, and it's also offsetted. Like you'll notice these three compared to a regular 3 exponential moving average, which is the other indicator I have here, and they look different, right? This is alligator, and this is the base 3 exponential moving averages, which, I mean, that still indicated a downtrend right about here. So it would have been earlier that I could have entered, and if I did something like this, I'm obviously gonna, you know, put it behind this last swing right here. This would have been a take profit. Because that's if I follow the strategy correctly, but something's weird there. Something got repainted, or I don't know. I'll probably have to review footage, like I said, from my last stream to determine for sure what happened. Because this is not a good entry point, and I have no idea why I did it. It must have showed and was perfectly fine when I did enter it. So I'm assuming it's repainting, but here is the point where we hit that stop loss. So that is a losing trade for us, which I will go write down. It happens. It's whatever. And today we're 10,324 with equity, minus 100. We're going to be 10,200. Then I'm going to have to write down. So this one closed on the 20th, and let's see. Okay, so now instead of, I used to have the margin and the leverage amounts in here. I figured that stuff is irrelevant, especially with the new strategy I'm going to be using. So I decided to completely ignore that for now and just focus on the prices instead, right? It's a better indicator of what the price of the asset that I was operating was at that time. So I think it's better this way. We started off at, it's really 43 cents with a bunch of decimals. Otherwise it shows I entered at 44 and closed at 44 cents, which rounded, yes, that is correct. But there's like tiny decimal points that you have to factor in as well. So it's 43.6 and I ended at 43.9. That makes more sense rather than, you know, you enter and close at the same time, which it's reasonable, like I said, because we are scalping the market. We're operating in very, very short time frames where we enter and exit within, if it's not minutes, then hours, right? We don't let the trade go further than a day in duration. Now, with the strategy, though, that can happen because we're expanding a little bit more. My previous strategy was using the volume weighted average price, the VWAP line. That is like, I feel like it's shorter as well because the price doesn't have to move too much, right? And then where it gravitates towards the center average line again, that factors in volume, which is why that is important. But in this case here, we're looking for swings, and it has to go twice as much in your favor for you to hit a take profit, which can take more time. And the other strategy was 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, so this one is going to be 2-to-1. In this case, instead of us earning 100 or losing 100, approximately, this time we'll be losing 100, which we did here. We lost 103.88, but we will also be gaining 200 if we ever get a winning trade. So I'll also note here, swing trading strategy, just so that I know that this is the point onwards where I changed my strategy. So that way I don't confuse any previous stats with my old strategy. And from here on going forward, I'll know that this is the new strategy that I'm implementing. So that's all for that. Let's go back to the charts here. And I could delete this for now. Let's take a look at how the rest of the market is doing. I'll go back to the 1-hour chart to see what the trends are in general of the market. It's showing a lot of the stuff is red, but that's likely because yesterday we had such a good day. All the prices went very far up, and then today they're just, you know, taking a breather, bringing the prices a little bit lower this time. So, I mean, this happened 24 hours ago, of course. The percentage measures the price of now versus the price of 24 hours ago, which obviously last night it was much higher than what it currently is now. Not too much, but, 1 to 3% approximately. Of course, Phantom is dropping 5%, but we'll get to that soon. Okay, so for now, Cardano is in an uptrend. I have to find a way to write these down so that I know which ones are in an uptrend and which ones are in a downtrend. It's a good thing I have a lot of scrap paper, so I'm just going to write up and down. We have Cardano going up in the 1 hour charts, at least. Bitcoin, let's start with that again. So 67,200, we are coming down a little bit, but we're still considered in an uptrend, which I certainly agree with. We have been in an uptrend since all the way back here at 58,000. Oh, it's lying to me. Yeah, 58,000 is when it was considered an uptrend. We basically had a nice V-shaped recovery where we're really high up of where we started, right? If we look at the daily chart, that's just a nice recovery from here. This just shows it's a little off because of the days offset. There's not too many candles, but if you put more candles in the 4 hour chart, that uptrend looks perfect. So, back to what's important. 1 hour chart, uptrend for Bitcoin. I shall also write, I'm actually just going to assume everything is an uptrend, and I'll only write down the downtrends so that I don't waste too much time. Ethereum, it's still considered in an uptrend, although I disagree with it, but because it's been very lateral. It didn't go up as much as everything else did yesterday, right? We're still stuck around 3,500 to 3,400 in the price levels. So we're in a bit of a range for Ethereum. So swing trading might be a little risky in this case because it could either go up or down. We're not too sure. It's a bit of uncertainty. That's another thing I dislike about the super trend indicator that I'm using. Might have to change it for something else just because of the fact that we don't know for sure if a market has no trend, what's the indicator for that? Because it's always going to show either one or the other, either an uptrend or a downtrend. It's not going to tell you if something's in ranged or if there's no trend, right? So that's just something to be cautious about, but, focus on that later on. Ethereum is still up, so that is good. Ripple is up today, 2%. Didn't have a big movement yesterday either. What is this? What did I do here? Looks like I lost here as well. Anyways, let's forget if that ever happened. We're at 60 cents for a Ripple, which is fine. Still considered an uptrend. Litecoin is considered at a downtrend, even though it is kind of coming up. It's at $72.15. I don't know about Litecoin either. It's not been... It did stop here a little bit at this resistance I had marked. Around $74. And I had an uptrend for this too, since back here. I think we could just adjust the levels a little bit. The macro analysis, taking into consideration the dip that we had today, just a couple hours ago actually, to see what will happen in here, where we go from this triangle that's forming. Most likely a breakout, we'll see, so let's hope for that soon. Although, overall, I do have very bullish news, so I would be more in favor of an uptrend in general for Litecoin. But Litecoin is in a downtrend regardless, so I'll note that down, Litecoin. Cardano we already looked at. I didn't really look at the price. It's 42 cents with 82, and it is considered an uptrend, so we're fine there. Dogecoin. Right, I wanted to change some of the coins, which I will look at later. I'm actually going to write this down. Change favorites, because I do want to switch up the portfolio a little bit. I don't really like operating meme coins. I'd rather operate some important layer zeros or layer twos that I've been looking into recently and think that they have more potential than what a meme coin can do. Of course, Dogecoin is a strong meme coin. It's one of the top meme coins, but I don't know. I really don't like to operate much meme coins. The only meme coin I do like for now is Pepe. We'll get to that later. Price of Dogecoin is 13 cents with 84. And we're considered an uptrend, so not too bad actually. Hey, it is at 13 cents. Yeah, we haven't seen this level in a while. Since last month, in June. Okay, not bad for Dogecoin. Solana is down 1.70% at 179 though. That is really good. It did hit 185. Um, I remember marking this area of the 173 being the next resistance zone for it, which it did manage to reach and break out of. So now we're a bit of a range market as well for Solana. Overall, though, the trend is going up, which is fantastic. No need to worry about any other drops for now. Like, it did have a massive day yesterday with this price movement going up. It was incredible to see. All right, next coin is Shiba Inu. Once again, another coin I probably want to get rid of out of my portfolio. Yeah, I mean, it is in a downtrend for now. It's what it's telling me at least. I also want to get rid of that. It's distracting. Okay. So it prices 0.0017 for Shiba Inu. Considered a downtrend, so I'll write that just in case. Just to see if we get any swings toward the downside. I'll still operate it. I'm fine with that. Binance coin is stuck. It kind of wants to get past that 600 mark, which it did kind of do. It reached 605 yesterday, but ultimately we dropped back down to 592. We're same thing, stuck at this level pretty much, which was a resistance that we had from before as well. So yeah, I had that level marked already. Overall, though, we're on an uptrend for Binance. Yeah, just got to get past the 600 level mark. Phantom is down 5%, unfortunately, but it is at 51 cents, not half bad. It was at 54 cents. It can do much better, though. I'm still kind of disappointed in the movements it's been having. It has not been moving as much as the others, when typically it should be moving up a lot. But I guess, yeah, not too much popularity with L2s, so Phantom is just struggling a little bit right now. Not too much popularity, but maybe with the Ethereum ETFs, which are dropping tomorrow, by the way, we might get some more use cases for things like Phantom, Solana, Polygon, things like that. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty sure Phantom and Polygon are the best L2s for Ethereum that are priced under $1 at least. Polygon is something that I've been looking at, and pretty sure I might want to add it, replacing one of these. Toncoin as well is a good one, and I also want to add Notcoin to go with it. So those are likely going to be my changes, by the way. So Shiba Inu, Dogecoin out, and I'll put in maybe Polygon, Matic, and Notcoin, and then I still have room for one more, so maybe like Chainlink or something, a layer 0. So that would be good. That's the plan for now. Anyways, Phantom going up, good. Pepe coin is down 1.34%. That's insignificant. Looks like we're in a bit of a range. Price is 0.0012. And uptrend in general, which is fine. Toncoin is down 2.26%. Okay. And we're considered in a downtrend here at $7 with half a penny. So, okay, I will write that down. Ton down. And I do also have to look at the 5-minute charts. That's the kind of one of the things that I dislike about this strategy, is that you have to look at 2 time frames now. No downswings for Toncoin. I'm deleting Alligator. I just kept it here to show you guys what my issue was last time. What else was in a downtrend? Litecoin. Let's go to Litecoin in the 5-minute chart. We're not getting any downswings. Matter of fact, it's an upswing. We cannot go against the trend. That is the rule. So we'll skip that for now. Shiba Inu. It was also showing me a downtrend, but we are going up. Okay. Since everything is going up, at least that's what it seems like. Let's have a look at everything else. Bitcoin is not going up. That's impressive. Okay. 67,351. We have a downswing. Likely reversal to the upswing here soon. I might also want to have to get rid of the RSI. I'll keep it just in case, but RSI indicator will probably have to be deleted too, because I like it, but it's kind of getting in the way now. Kind of want more space for the graph itself. Okay, so yeah, nothing, no upswing for Bitcoin yet. Why did I pick this color? Hold on. I'm very picky with the colors, so we'll change it to that. I think that's better. Yeah. Okay, so nothing for Bitcoin. Let's see if Ethereum is making an upswing. It has already done so, and we're late. If we were to have entered this, we would have entered right over here. And stop loss below this minimum. Here's the example of what I would have done, right? We look for the general upswing, which happens when, you know, the color order has to be green, yellow, red, which we do see right over here. So I would have entered approximately there. My stop loss would have gone right here plus 5 ticks. So stop, you see, you only focus on the first two numbers, right? So if it's 25 plus 5, that'll be 30. And you just ignore the rest of the numbers. It could be 2 more numbers, it could be nothing, it could be 5 more numbers. You just ignore the rest. You only focus on the first two when you're changing the ticks, which it moved it from here down to here, right? Just to give it a bit more space just in case it reaches this general area once again. And then from here, we put a risk reward ratio of 1 to 2. So like that. And it's already like gone far already, so I'm late at this, but this would be the idea of what I'm looking for in a trade going forward. But that's, yeah, just wanted to illustrate that just in case for people that don't know what this new strategy is going to be. Ripple is coming down. So, yeah, nothing. Litecoin we already looked at. Cardano, I didn't look at it in the 5-minute chart for recent times, which I missed the swing, which would have been over here at 8:40. I was not live at that time, so we skipped that. Dogecoin is also supposed to be going up. And we don't have any uptrend change yet, but we could get one soon, I feel like. So I'll keep an eye on Dogecoin, actually. Doge. Because, I mean, it might be the only thing we enter tonight. I'm not sure. Solana, it's going down, so no uptrend yet. Possible upswing soon. Shiba Inu has already done its upswing at around 8:30, 8:40 as well. It was not live at that time. Binance, it has already done its upswing. Phantom has already done its upswing as well, right? And was Pepe the last one? Yes, because Toncoin was going down. And Pepe it's already done its upswing. Wow, this would have been perfect, actually. If I entered here at 8 p.m. Might have to stream earlier or something. Maybe time also has a factor in how my trades go, right? My stop loss would have been something like this. 19 plus 5, 24. So it would go down there. Risk reward 1 to 2. Oh, it still hasn't reached, but it would soon, by the looks of things, right? You see, and then, like, if I go to the 1-hour chart, it's because we're in an uptrend that we're likely to go up again. Although, I am seeing lower highs and lower lows. So this could indicate, like, the beginning of a downtrend. Something like that. I don't know. But we're about to test it again here to see if we break that. If it does break, then, of course, it will go up and hit that. But I was not live, so it does not count. And that's all. That's all for now. How about we get into the news, right? Okay. Today, actually, we had Miss Cheadle, Director Cheadle. She is the head of the United States Secret Service, the people who are in charge of defending important people, like Donald Trump. On the day that they tried to assassinate him, the USSS was supposed to protect Trump, which obviously it was a mixed job, right? They took out the shooter, but they let the shooter land a hit on Trump, which is why she got subpoenaed into this appearance today, got questioned, and the majority of the stuff that they ask her, all these congressmen, or I don't know who these people are honestly, but they're all questioning, and she just doesn't have an answer to anything pretty much. She's like, "Oh, let me just ask the FBI. Oh, we're working on those details. Oh, I don't know why this happened. Okay, so like, why did you allow this to happen, right? Or why the shooter was spotted hours before they were notifying people and you guys did nothing?" She's like, "Oh, well, we'll have to check the timeline first and then get back to you on that." Like, she was just avoiding every question basically. So, bad job at doing her job and bad job at, even answering these questions. Many people are calling for her to resign, which fair enough. There was even one person from this is hours and hours long, so I'm obviously not going to play it all. But to summarize, one person asked, when Ronald Reagan got shot, what the head of the security uh, Secret Service did. She's like, well, he stayed in his position. No, he resigned, right? So they want her to resign too. So that's the conclusion of that. In other news, Joe Biden has confirmed he will drop out of the 2024 race, but he will still stay as, president. He's going to serve and finish his term. That's what he said in his resignation letter, I guess is what this is. He does want Kamala Harris. I'm trying to find where it says that. I see Kamala Harris over here. Well, he basically endorses Kamala Harris, right? The vice president of now, to run for the presidency. Even though we heard rumors that he said he would not endorse her. So now suddenly he does endorse her. That's one suspicious thing, in my opinion. Another suspicious thing is this little guy right over here. The signature. Many people have been pointing out the signature like, that doesn't look like his other signatures, right? Like, this is the signature that we see in the letter. But then compare that to all of his other signatures that look like this. It looks a bit more neater, right? J.R. Biden. And it does not have that underline there, right? And these are all from different dates. Or, I don't know, maybe he forgot how to do his signature, which I doubt. Like, it can't be that extreme. Or maybe, he is sick, according to himself. He has COVID, right? I'm not sure if maybe that, he's maybe too dizzy to sign or something. So there's that. But then people are saying, we haven't seen Joe Biden in like 5 days. Is he even still alive? Maybe they're trying to cover up or, fake pretend that he's still alive. Anyways, here's another interesting, a little thing that The Simpsons did. They kind of predicted Trump dying. I don't even know the validity of this, so take it with a grain of salt. Trump dying, and then this lady, who looks like Kamala Harris, to take the presidency, possibly. Because The Simpsons, I'm pretty sure this is well known, they're pretty good at predicting a lot of world events. Like, they predicted 9/11, they predicted a lot of stuff. The rapture, well, the rapture hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna happen. They're predicting a lot of stuff, right? And I don't know, spooky coincidence, this one is right here. Speaking of Kamala Harris now, what can we expect from her? Well, I don't know. I don't think she's gonna win. There's people talking about, okay, so who is it gonna be, right? Who's gonna be the next candidate? Will it be Kamala Harris? Will it be, I don't know, Michelle Obama? Will it be Jill Biden, some people were saying? Or even the other lady from 2016, Hillary Clinton, which she already lost an election, so I don't think she would be a good choice. Michelle Obama, I'm pretty sure, said she does not want to do it. Pretty sure Barack Obama also had some comments on that too. And, I mean, Kamala, I guess, is the only possible candidate, but it's not looking good for her either, because there's a lot of people that show videos of her like not knowing what she's talking about most of the time, or like I don't know, just laughing at random stuff. There's stuff like that. And then there's also the polls, right? There's people that put out polls every time, like official statistics, like who is more likely to win the presidency. And it's still Trump, right? Trump was beating Biden in the previous polls, and he's still beating Kamala in this case now after this news came out in the polls as well. But anyways, what does it mean for, of course, for crypto? Still likely that Trump is going to win. That is why, in general, we had a very bullish day yesterday, because yesterday was when this announcement came out. Like, it did drop a lot. This was the candle right over here. So, like, the price of Bitcoin dropped to, like, over here. And then, boom, it just started going up to this level. I don't know why. It's because of the magnet. It just looks terrible, my drawing. So yeah, this was the time when the news was announced, and we actually got up to this level right over here at 68,000, which, you know, that's a new high since our big drop, right? So that's pretty good in general for Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure they do want Trump to win. Like, there's a lot has happened to Trump, right? So another good thing, or well, I don't know how good this is, but the SEC chair, right? This guy's the president of the Securities Exchange Commission in the United States. He is likely to resign early in 2025. This is Gary Gensler. He's been always like anti-crypto, anti-Bitcoin, always suing, I don't know, like Coinbase, Ripple, all these crypto exchanges, crypto projects, saying that they're securities, but ultimately ruling that they're commodities, just proving himself wrong. And everybody wants him to just leave us alone, right? Let us enjoy our crypto. And finally, we're probably getting that. So 2025, if Trump gets elected, that's good. This guy leaves, that's also very good. We also have a Bitcoin convention coming up. Is it next week? Next week we're getting that in Nashville. Donald Trump will be speaking. He's going to be there. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will also be there. Kathy Wood from ARK Investments and Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy. All very bullish on Bitcoin. You know, we'll have to see what they say, of course. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But, you know, that's good news. Bitcoin is close to its all-time high indeed. Because as I mentioned, the next resistance level from here, if we break the 68,000, which right now it's going to take a couple of more hours for us to test that. Let's hope we don't drop again. But if we keep this uptrend, we're definitely going to test that 72,000, which is really close to the 73,000 that we saw in March, 73,800. If we had the 74,000, then we're good. All-time high again. And with next week, right, I feel like that's definitely possible. What is this date? 28th of July? 28th of July is the Bitcoin convention, right? When is Bitcoin convention? Or conference? I don't even know what it's called. July 25 to 27. Okay. Really? Nashville. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, July 25 to 27. Okay, so that's when we're getting that convention. It's the end of this week instead. Okay, that's even better. Closer than I thought. That's going to be good, right? We're likely to keep going higher from there. Let's see what else. The ETFs, right? For Ethereum, and for Bitcoin. The Bitcoin ETFs are always buying more, especially BlackRock, always buying more. The halving has already happened. The minor capitulation, that's kind of old news. Germany selling is old news. Mt. Gox, they're moving crypto around, but I don't think anybody's selling. Most people are very, very bullish. So I don't think there's going to be too much selling going on here. Ethereum ETFs coming out tomorrow. That's going to start, hopefully, pumping Ethereum, because Ethereum has had not much movement compared to the rest, right? If I check here. Yeah, we're still in between this zone since like the 19th of July. We've barely moved much. The 4-year cycle, sorry, especially after the elections, that's usually when Bitcoin and crypto in general just starts pumping. That's when the bull run goes really strong, right? So by November time is going to be good. September time is also going to be probably good, because we're going to have the Fed meeting, who is likely to cut the interest rates, right? Because inflation is kind of coming down. They have much evidence of that. So, you know, they cut down the interest rate, gets the money flowing, more people start buying. It's good for the market in general. What else did I skip? I skipped the US elections, of course, the candidate. Donald Trump, very pro Bitcoin, pro crypto. He's going to keep Elizabeth Warren away from our Bitcoin, is what he said. So that's going to be good. And yeah, like really, what is the reason to be bearish? I totally agree with this in general, of course. Donald Trump is also considering, before I showed the news that it was probably going to be the CEO of JP Morgan to be the Treasury Secretary, but now the rumor has shifted over to BlackRock CEO Larry Fink to be the Treasury Secretary. Because the rumors are as well that he might back the US dollar with Bitcoin. And I don't know if I have it here. Yeah, I do have it here. So check this out. Let me just...
And so, yeah, he's going to speak very positively about Bitcoin here at the conference.
Do you think that these favorable comments could go so far as to indicate that he'd be open to it being a reserve currency for the U.S.?
Yeah, so there were some rumblings of that on X this week.
Yeah.
It could be something that's very difficult to get done, but it is possible. The Justice Department holds about 200,000 units of Bitcoin. So the United States is the largest holder of Bitcoin.
That's crazy.
And so they could easily just move that over to the Department of Treasury and start right there and have 13 billion worth of Bitcoin on the balance sheet. So it is a possible move. It just could be tough to get done. But what happens is the Justice Department, in holding these units of Bitcoin, they've been a random seller in the space. And so if they move from being a random seller at times, which could push the price of Bitcoin down, over to being a long-term hodler, well, that could be really good for the space and push prices up.
Of course.
And so
if they start just holding on to that Bitcoin, because obviously they have so much, United States has so much Bitcoin, if they start using that instead, they give it a proper use case instead of course they do have to hold on to it, of course, but yeah, they give it the proper use case of backing the US dollar, using it as a reserve currency. That's just going to be huge for crypto in general as well. So yeah, pretty sure 2025, of course, it is going to be a massive year for crypto. Sex war against Ethereum and consensus isn't over. Gosh, this title is horrible to read. There's a broad misunderstanding in the crypto community about the status of the Securities and Exchange Commission's campaign to undermine blockchain innovation in the United States. So, I don't know. Maybe they will still continue with their, aggressive suing. They're always suing crypto stuff. Even though this guy, the Gary Gensler, is going to leave, probably. But until then, he's still in power, so yeah. Yeah, he's probably gonna still continue to check to make sure that everything is not a security, right? So there's still that kind of news going on. And then just some general market analysis as well. We're close to the all-time highs, which is what I mentioned, and oh yeah, this is the main thing from it, is that the next price target for Bitcoin, based off of these people's analysis, and also my analysis, is all-time high levels, right? Let me just go back to Bitcoin. Like, the next thing that I could get from here, after we break out the 68,000, is 72,000, 73,000, 74,000. That's all-time high levels. So, very, very bullish. We have that Bitcoin conference. Yeah, hoping for all the best, of course. Let me go back into the mini time frames. What was I looking for? Was it Dogecoin? Dogecoin. 5 minutes. 5, yeah. We're still going down. Still. So, no uptrend yet. Just gonna go through everything again because I want to ensure I'm not missing any possible opportunities to enter a trade, because I'd like to. Ethereum has stopped its upward movement. Ripple. Which one was down? It was Litecoin, Shiba, and Toncoin. Nothing for Ripple yet. So, okay, Litecoin was supposed to be down, which you might see soon. Yeah, but I don't want to wait too long either. Okay. The next, Cardano. Cardano's supposed to be going up. We don't see an uptrend. I mean, an upswing yet. It has to make a downswing first, and then an upswing. So we'll skip that. We looked at Doge. Let's look at Solana. Look for an uptrend. I mean, an upswing. I gotta get used to these terms now because of the new strategy. Nothing yet, so keep on waiting. Shiba's in a downtrend, but no downswing yet. Binance uptrend. No upswing yet. It's kind of coming down a little bit. Phantom, we're looking for an upswing as well. Nothing yet, really. And Pepe. Toncoin was the downtrend, so Pepe was supposed to be uptrend, which I missed, and still coming down a little bit. Toncoin, we're looking for a downtrend here, which we might have here. We might have one here. Probably gonna, if the price is like where it is and this candle closes, that's a downtrend because we see, well, red on top, yellow in the middle, green on the bottom. That's the order I have this, by the way. I color coded it. So it's green is the moving average, the 5 exponential moving average. The yellow is supposed to be the 8, and then the 13 moving average is the red. So yeah, looks like it's possible. I'm actually might prepare something for Ton. And it's gonna have to be a short position. Let me just confirm in the 1 hour if we're still down. I don't want to mess this up. Yeah, we're still in a downtrend. Perfect. 1 minute, 30 seconds for this candle to close. If I was me, I would put this up here. I need to turn on the magnet here just to get the correct price levels, and stop loss would be, you see here we have only 30. It would be just 35. So that went from here to up here, 5 more ticks going up. And then our take profit is risking 1 to 2. I don't know exactly where this is going to be, but something roughly like that. Still got a minute for the candle to close. If it closes positive, that's troublesome. But if not, then yeah, we might make a lower low. We have been at this level over here, but we've also been at the stop loss level over here a little sooner. But in general, it's a downtrend, so you got to follow the trend. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, it's turning red. 40 seconds, 38, counting down. This is likely, so I'll prepare this VST account. Let's do a spicy 5x with a stop loss level, risking 100. 7.019 is our stop level. And put up enough money to risk $100 like that. 10 seconds left. Let's pay very close attention here. I feel like I do need the levels to show me. But yeah, it's pretty clear. Risking 105. And okay, so I'm going to short this. There we go. So we're risking 100, right? I hope I am. Yes, we are. Okay, and the take profit will just be 1 to 2 from what I just drew out over here. Oh, well, nice. Now it's going completely against me. 6.982 is my entry price. Yeah, 6.982. Stop is going to be 7.019. That doesn't change because it's still 5 ticks from this last swing that we have over here. All right. And Just want to make sure that this is risking 1 to 2. It's 1.89, so 2 is over here, and that is 6.908. Add a take profit at 6.908. We make the 200 that way. All right, well, let's see how this goes. Things should work out in our favor. That's what you have to pay attention for, is probability, right? How probable is this for... How probable is it for to work in our favor? We are in a downtrend, right? Yeah. Clearly we are. So, shouldn't make higher highs, should make lower highs in general. How does this look? Yeah, no. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right now. Likelihood of this dropping, I feel like it's pretty good. This shouldn't make a higher high, it should make a lower high, so it should avoid our stop loss. But if it does make a higher high, it changes its trend, the market trend, and it starts going upwards. I want it to hit my stop loss. I want to get out of it. Whatever, I'll lose $100, but don't make me lose $10,000 when you're like up here. So that's the point of it. Let's check something else. 5-minute chart. Down, still no uptrend. And I think that was all, right? I went through everything already. I'm going to get rid of Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. No more dogs. Get them out of here. Let's put in Chainlink, actual good project that might have potential. Matic, which Matic is going to change, actually. I saw this news on CoinMarketCap. Polygon Matic. They're changing their name to Pol, P-O-L, right? Because the previous project name was called Matic. They rebranded to Polygon, but they kept their symbol name, their, what do you even call this? Ticker, coin name, as Matic. So they had the name Polygon, but they have this symbol Matic, right? They're going to be changing that to Pol now, P-O-L. And I think that's going to happen in September based off of the news that I saw. Yeah, probably. Trust me, it's in September that they're going to change it, okay? So I'm adding them there, and what else did I say? Let me just go through the list here. And I'll also have to change my watch list, because... well, I don't have Dogecoin in here anyway. Or Sheeb. That's crazy. Okay, Notcoin was the other one. So let's add that Not. And there we go. I think this is a pretty good portfolio for now, so I'll keep it. We'll see how that goes. I already lost. Where is Notcoin? Oh, it's at the beginning. And then it updates and moves to the side. Okay. Upswing. And are we in a uptrend or downtrend? Downtrend. Yep. For Notcoin, so we have to look for a downswing, which we don't have right now. Polygon Matic. Looks like it might make a downswing soon, but our market trend is up. So nothing here. We have to look for uptrends, which that has already happened here. So I missed that. That was at 8 o'clock. And then Chainlink is the new addition as well to the family. Still in general going up here, and I'm assuming this is in an uptrend. Yeah, it is. Okay, fair. Yeah, no other coins for now, other than our position in Toncoin, which we're losing $5, which is nothing. Well, we're losing 13 now. Let me go to 5-minute chart again. Yeah, how did we start here? Was it looking at the wrong chart? Probably. No, this is the clear downtrend indicator. Hold on. No, this is not correct entry price. This is the correct entry price, and I entered in this candle. Wait, how long ago did I enter? At 9:45 is when I entered. So the candle at 9:45, which is this one. Okay. And just making sure that the entry price is correct. So that's correct. Yeah, so that's that's what it's looking like right now. Pretty good. Starting off negative, but in general, the market should be going downwards. We'll see how this plays out tomorrow. I've been on for 50 minutes. Okay, cool. That's all for today then, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll update this list as well soon. Yeah, no other big news for now. That was the major stuff that happened over the weekend. Let's see how this one plays out. Yeah, like I said, all right. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye. See ya. Bye.